Welcome to Food Fights, and today we're going to be comparing these two brands of chocolate covered cherries. On the left, weighing in at 11 ounces, is the Cella's chocolate covered cherries. And on the right, weighing in at 6.6 ounces, is Queen Anne's Cordial Cherries. What can I say? I just love chocolate covered cherries, and I usually get these as gifts from time to time, and they can be kind of expensive and they can be kind of hard to find. But if you can find them and you know somebody who loves chocolate covered cherries, just which one is the best ones to buy. And in this instance, if you're buying these as a gift, I don't think price is a factor. What's the factor is which one of these is going to be the highest quality, but maybe price is a factor. So we will see which ones taste the best, look the best, and which ones are the better value. So let's start off with the Cella's chocolate covered cherry. The package on these just they look very, I don't know, they're very classy. These things look classy. You got the nice cellophane on there. You can see all the individual cherries, and they're all individually wrapped. And even the picture, those things look doggone good. And I can't wait to try some of these. And these, the Queen Anne's Cordial Cherries, there's a picture of those, and those look good too, but the box is somewhat cheaper, less of a presentation. This just looks like your average store-bought chocolate-covered cherries. That doesn't mean they're bad. It just means they just don't look as impressive. So just from the packaging, which one looks better as a gift? Well, I would say definitely these look better as getting as a gift. These, I guess, would be the ones you get for the people at work that you really don't care that much about. These are the ones you get for the person you really like, or you get for yourself. So go with that. All right, so let's start opening these up, and let's see how these really look, and definitely how these really taste. So let's start with the Cella's, first of all. And this cellophane, I have trouble with cellophane because I don't have fingernails. If I just had a sexy woman's fingernail just to open this plastic up right now, I'm just bumming. Oh, look at there. That's not mine. All right. Oh, look at that. Let's just rip that right open there. Yes. Would you like some chocolate covered cherries as a gift? All right. You can see I'm excited now. Okay, what's it say? We've got 22 cherries in here compared to the 10 in the Queen Anne's. And look at that. I can smell them already. Those smell good. Now, I got to tell you, I do prefer the dark chocolate. They make both of these in dark chocolate, but they're really hard to find. I think the dark chocolate sells out fast, or they just don't stock as many of the dark chocolate. But I prefer the dark chocolate. But in a pinch, I suppose I can go with a milk chocolate. Here's what the Cella cherry looks like wrapped up. Now let's open up the Queen Anne's Cordial Cherries. And this is much more utilitarian in their packaging. And yeah, it's just, well, not as elegant, is it? But at this point, we don't care. And we can see, just looking at the two right now, I can see that the cherries have melted somewhat. Whether they melted or they were shipped upside down, I don't know. But I can see this, there's this chocolate melted on top of the plastic. And that really takes away from the presentation of these cherries. And the bottoms look better. They're just kind of tossed around. But these just look more, I don't know, more common, I suppose. But the good thing is they're sealed with this paper on there. So let's peel that off. And let's see if I can get a whiff of those. Those smell really good. I'm getting a nice cherry flavor. My mouth is watering from this too. I can smell the cherry just eking right through the chocolate. It really smells good. Let's open up one of these Cella chocolate covered cherries and see how it looks. Let's zoom right in here, and we can see that just really looks neat. That looks classy. Oh yeah, look at that. It's very neatly molded. And one thing bad about chocolate covered cherries is sometimes they get smashed or broken in shipping and they leak out and they make a mess. But so far what I'm seeing here, every one of these is good. So let's compare that to the Queen Anne's. So here's a Queen Anne's, and that looks pretty darn good too. I don't see any leaks or cracks. Yeah, that looks good. Actually, that looks more homemade. The Queen Anne definitely looks more homemade just by the shape of that. And then the Cella looks darker, but obviously looks factory made, looks more produced. So right now, I think these just look better just because they look handmade, they look homemade. But the Cella's, the chocolate looks darker, and I like that real well. So that those look really nice. I say we cut one of these open. Let's cut these open and see what they look like on the inside. I'm going to attempt to cut it just like it looks on the box. I don't know how successful this is going to be, but let's give it a shot. So let's start with the Cella chocolate covered cherry and see what happens. Not real pretty, but we're getting the idea. And look at that. Wow, that's very smooth, very liquidy. That looks really good. There's a whole cherry in there. That looks really good. Let's do the Queen Anne Cordial Cherry and see how that goes. I'm actually surprised how well I was able to cut that. And that also looks really good, except that has that cream in there. So there's two completely different styles of chocolate covered cherry. The Queen Anne has got that like a cream stuff in the bottom of the cherry, where this is just that liquid goo. They're very gooey, but they look good. I'm going to set this aside, and then we're going to try a whole one. We're just going to compare the two and see which ones taste the best. So let's start off with a Cella. Let's open this up, and I'm going to taste this and see how this is. All right, so here is the Cella chocolate covered cherry. That is amazing. Those are really good. I really like the liquid inside of those. That might be something that you may or may not like. I could see somebody being kind of turned off by that, but oh my gosh, that is really, really good. Oh my, wow. I could almost stop right now because that was just, that is amazing. So whoever you get these for, if they're a chocolate covered cherry lover, my gosh, they're gonna love you after that. So let's try one of the Queen Anne's here, if I can get it out there. So here's the Queen Anne cherry, and let's give this a shot. Oh wow, this is interesting. I'm actually getting more of a cherry flavor from the Queen Anne Cordial Cherries. Wow, these are really, really good. And that creaminess of that cream inside there, that's really, really good. This is really interesting. I thought that I was gonna, hands down, that these were gonna be the winner. But my gosh, there is no winner. These are both really, really good. I'm gonna say, neither one of these is any better than the other. They're just different. So yeah, these are more liquid in the center, where these are more creamy. And that's really the only defining factor. These actually, the Queen Anne's actually had a bit more of a cherry flavor. And these were, the cherry is kind of covered up by the chocolate. They had a good, nice chocolate flavor, maybe because the chocolate's darker and the liquid in there. So it kind of covered up the taste of the cherry from my point of view. But man, these are both really, really good. So I guess it may just come down to value. Which one of these are the better value? Obviously, the Cella's has got 22 cherries in there, and the Queen Anne has only got 10. So you would think that this would be twice as much of the Queen Anne's, but I'm not sure. Let's find out. So the Cella's were $5.99, and these turned out to be 27 cents per cherry. The Queen Anne was $2 for 10 cherries, so obviously that's 20 cents per cherry. So $5.99 for 22 cherries, or it would be $4 for 2 boxes of these, which would be 20 cherries. So $2 more for the Cella's over the Queen Anne's. They are both really, really good. Equally as good, just kind of different. But I'm gonna have to say, for presentation, if you're giving this as a gift, you want the best presentation, this is the way to go for the chocolate covered cherry lover. If you're just buying these for yourself or just to have around the house whenever you have a craving, this is definitely the way to go. So yes, at $2 a box, this is definitely the best value and a really, really good cherry. Neither one of these is better than the other. These just look nicer in the package, but they both taste equally as good. Even though they're different, they're both very, very good. So thank you for watching Food Fights, and please remember to subscribe so we can try it before you buy it. See you in the next video. Take care.